Okay, so in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at a really cool delay technique that creates big, washed out, lush vocals, but also adds some really nice accented rhythms to certain words. So let's have a listen to the dry vocal sample.
You showed me everything there is to know about love.
So in the main body of this tutorial, we're going to be looking at using multiple delays to get the effect we want. But before we get there, I'm going to add some reverb and chorus that I've already dialed in. So have a listen now.
You showed me everything there is to know about love.
So you can hear this has thickened it out, put it in some nice space. So that's a really good start for us. Now we're going to send our signal to two different return tracks. And the first delay that we've got is a standard ping pong. We want this set to 100% wet because it's on a return and I don't want to duplicate any of the dry signal. I've applied some filtering to this, so it's mainly just delaying the lower mid-range, and you can play around with this to find the right kind of filtering that works with the vocal you're using. Then I've got 30% on the feedback, so it's not hugely ringing out, but we've got a nice number of repeats. And finally, our delay time here, very important, is 1/4 of a bar. So it's really locked in nicely with the tempo of the track. This first one, I recommend keeping this on 1/4 of a bar. You get really nice solid rhythmic delay. Let's dial it in and have a listen to how this sounds.
You showed me everything there is to know about love. Then you broke my heart. I know you will never get enough.
So you can hear really predictable delay sound working on top of this. Works really, really nicely on the 4/4 rhythm. And now it's time to add our second delay. So this is the one that's going to create these really nice sort of accented, characterful rhythms to certain words. And as you can see, I've got an overdrive set up on this. So on the higher frequencies, so it's going to add a little bit of crunch, a little bit of character. And then the delay here, a straight delay, I've got about 60% on the feedback. And again, I've gone for 1/4 of a bar, but with this one, you can experiment. Like 3/16 can often be quite nice on this as well, I find. So let me give you an example of this. For this one, it's not going to be constant. I'm just going to throw it up for certain words.
You showed me everything there is to know about love. Then you broke my heart. I know you will never get enough.
So you can hear that additional sort of crunch that we're getting coming in. So what I'm going to do is now just draw in some automation for this. Usually I would jam this in because it gives a much more natural feel, but I haven't got a controller with me. I'm just using the mouse, and to record it in with my trackpad, as you can tell already, I'm sort of all over the place with it. It's not a very accurate device to use for this. So let's grab a few different words. I think we're going to go in here.
You showed me everything. You showed me everything there is to know about love. Then you broke my heart. I know you will never get enough. You showed me everything there is to know about love.
Okay, so that's sounding pretty cool. And that's the kind of effect that we're going to get. Now, one additional tip on this. If you want a bit more character, then you can drive up the signal into the overdrive and then back off on the volume on the return.
You showed me
So let's drive that a bit more.
You showed me everything there is to know about love. Then you broke my heart.
So you can hear we're getting that more kind of gritty character coming out of this. So it's a really nice way to get that big lush sound, but also to add these cool vocal rhythms cutting throughout the mix. And I advise messing about with the different delay times, the amount of overdrive, the type of distortion you use. You can get some really, really nice settings. So as always, I hope you found the tutorial useful. Please do let me know if you put it to use, if you've got any tips and tricks on this front yourself in the comments underneath the video. Until next time, take care, happy music making, have fun.